Yolon True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and it's another refit time. But before I talk about the Assimilated Stella, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be notified when another video comes out. But now let's have a look at this now a little scruffy looking ship. You know what the Stella looks like in general, but you know what the Borg do with ships. They do assimilate. And it is another epic refit. As usual, this skin only fits on one ship class, and in this case the Stella. And especially because of that, it's really important that the skin is a permanent buff. That means you only have to unlock it. If you put it on your Stella or not, it's just completely up to you, because you still have the bonus no matter if that is on your actual Stella. Because there is the Opus Grande as well, and you have the Assimilated Stella. It would be bad if you had to choose which one to put on to have that bonus. And in this case, you know, in videos I talk about having two Stellas. One for fighting, one for and building up to the max, and one for scrapping. Well, I haven't scrapped a Stella in some time because I'm just lazy and doing that via the X-Borg faction to get those particles. That means I have two Stellas on Apex events on Thursdays to use them. I use one of the Stellas to grind hostiles, which is one part of the Apex event, and I use one Stella then first to do the Armadas. And the good thing is to know which one is set up for which is to put two different refits on them. On the one Stella, which I'm using to grind the hostiles, I have the Assimilated Stella skin on, and on the other one, which also got forbidden tech from me to use in the Armadas, that one has the Opus Grande, so I can always know, oh yeah, that one has the forbidden tech, that one doesn't. And so I know what to use for what. And so two different skins do make sense there. But of course, like the Opus Grande, this skin does bring a bonus. And in this case of the Assimilated Stella, it increases the cost efficiency of stellar particles for research by 30%. You know that in Rogue research you have to a lot of stellar research with the cost, where the cost is particles. And it extends stellar particles to crystal, gas and ore exchanges at outlaw rank to 4-star and 5-star materials. And that's what I'm really using. And that's why I got the Assimilated Stella skin as well. I, from time to time, especially when we have mat events for offices, I do exchange stellar particles for gas or crystal, depending on what I need the most at the moment, in the Augment faction. And I can show that to you, of course, as well. And not the Augment faction, the Outlaw faction. And there you have the possibility to exchange stellar particles to crystal, ore and gas. I just used the ore recently, so I show it on the gas. And here I do have 5-star material in here now because of the level where I am. And it is of help, I can tell you. At some point you need so much of the stuff that you need to use every source you can. On my level, it's so expensive, these mat events. I only got a very small amount of Mbenga parts last Saturday because it's so expensive, and I could have upgraded more buildings, but now on my level range, as I mentioned several times, for the ships, titanium is a real problem, and for buildings, par steel is a real problem. The 1 trillion par steel I have, I'm saving for the next weekend just for one building. And so I will not get far with Mbenga on next Saturday as well, because it's always so expensive. But the Assimilated Stella skin is nice, but there's a little problem with getting it. I got it quite late. I had the Opus Grande for ages because it was easy to get that via the Apex event. but the Assimilated Stella Refit I had to get via special events. So you only have the events like we just had the Enterprise coin events, or I got the Assimilated Stella, I guess, in the end, the last shards I needed via the Mega Cube event. But it's all not events that you have every week. So during your weekly events, you have the standard stuff. You have no chance of getting it, so you have to wait for those special events to get shards for it or buy it. It's I don't know if it's in the shop at the moment, but I've seen it there several times. I already have it, so I will probably not see that there again. But I've seen it there several times, and that's the fastest way, of course. But if you have the patience I have to have for a lot of things, then you can get it in game, but you will need patience. But of course, I also want to know your opinion on this ship skin, because it is indeed a nice one from my point of view, but I still want to know what you think about it. And if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read your comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.